7 o'clock, I call to order the Board of Public Works meeting for the City of Westfield for May the 18th, 2021. Do I hear approval of the minutes for the April 13th meeting?
Motion to approve the minutes.
All in favor? Aye. Discussion of 74 Joseph Avenue.
You want to take the lead on this, or you want Fran?
No, go ahead.
Because Tom, I don't think you're aware of it. You just know Joseph Avenue, right?
Right.
Yeah, I got the paperwork here. Go ahead, Casey.
So Tom, past history, there's been, whenever we do road work, we'll actually put a moratorium on any kind of touching or cutting into the newly paved road surface. So this is up on Joseph Avenue. The woman would like to convert her heating system, or oil system's failing. She'd like to have a gas system. Unfortunately, the gas main is on the north side of Joseph Ave, so she's got a trench all the way across the street. So given past practice, I said, look, let's put this in front of the Board of Public Works, let you guys make the decision. I mean, honestly, we had a water main break probably 100 feet from her location, which we had to trench through the street anyway. Doesn't affect the road quality and the lifespan of the road. It does, yes. But, given her circumstances, I'd hate to have the unnecessary hardship where she wants to convert to gas and we're telling her no because we just paved there, but we just cut into the road. So we just wanted to put it in front of the board for your weigh in and approval if that's how you want to move forward.
Yeah, no, and we've had this does come up occasionally. I don't think if it's you're going to see that it's patched, there's no denying that, but if it's done correctly, it still can last. We're here, she needs a new heating system, and then we'd be making her make a choice for the next 20 years to, be involved with oil or whatever. So I don't think that it's an out of the question kind of request. So we don't have any heartburn with it. And yeah, like Casey said, just a few, feet or so up the road is where the water department had to trench into. So that's happening.
Well, going on your advice and your suggestions. So Tom, I guess the thing to do is for you to go into make it a motion to approve for a approval of 74 Joseph Avenue to have how would you prep that?
I guess you could call it a road cut. Or
Yeah, I was going to say road cut.
Okay. Motion to approve a road cut at 74 Joseph Ave.
All in favor? Aye. All righty. Discussion vote on contract signature authorization.
That is that form that you have right there.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
I thought we already signed
I
this.
thought we did.
I thought we did this already too.
I was given this because there's a signature from Casey or John or Fran on it, and then it also needs to be recorded in the minutes.
So basically redo what we already did. Okay.
All right, it says, do I sign the top line here, head of department signature then, and the date?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's more signing the form than actually taking a vote, or do we need to vote again?
Need to vote again as well.
All right. Tom, do I hear a motion approved to have Casey giving all due rights for contract signature authorization?
Motion to give Casey all due rights for contract signature authorizations.
All in favor?
Aye.
Moving on, discussion of roadway straight acceptance.
Does Mark want to take the lead on that one? He sent that via email.
Mark?
Okay, I think you have the email relative to the straight acceptance for, excuse me, the street in question. I believe you have that, letter then that, spells it out.
There you go.
Yeah,
So it's a new subdivision. It meets subdivision standards. It's appropriate then for acceptance.
the identified repairs. Mark, for $6,000 and $7,000, that is the city going to go and do those?
So once it's accepted, it's melded into our pavement management program. So we're using numbers that are sort of general as far as maintenance requirements for a roadway. So there's nothing specific, but when you're accepting a street, obviously you're expecting certain expenditures that are associated with it.
All righty then, we'll do one street at a time then, Tom, all right?
Sure.
Do I go and hear a motion to accept Angelica Drive as a accepted street?
Motion to accept Angelica Drive as an accepted street.
All in favor? Aye. Second Street, Day Lily Lane. Do I hear a motion to accept this?
Motion to accept Day Lily Lane as an accepted street.
All in favor? Aye. Okay, Mark.
Okay, thank you. So from here, it'll go back to then the city council and certain other procedures that take place. But thank you for your efforts.
You're welcome. Monthly report.
So, yeah, we've been focusing on south side drainage, a lot of catch basin repairs. We obviously out there patching potholes. We're in deep here, so it's not overwhelming. We've been helping school department with some of their shortfalls. A lot of their properties have been kind of developed since when they were built and then just kind of left to kind of dangle on the vine. So they're starting to show their age with parking lot, overgrowth, et cetera. So we've been assisting with that. We've got obviously Hillside and City View paved. The line painting company has been contracted. They should be coming in hopefully in the next week or two. Just need to finish doing the driveway transitions on those two streets. But yeah, that's largely it. We're also been helping out other departments. Animal controls requested our assistance, which will likely be helping out them, their leased property as well.
And senior center.
Oh yeah, senior center, yeah, they've changed their traffic flow pattern through that parking lot, so we're looking to give them the guidance signage, put down the markings, the pavement to help people get in and out of the facility in a more streamlined manner.
Anything from you, Fran?
Nope, that's, I mean, it's nothing new that we help out other departments. We've always been a go-to department. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It benefits the city, benefits all of us. So when people come and ask for help, that's certainly in our expertise. We help and, yeah, I think we'll continue to do so. It's, yeah, I just think it's a good thing for the city. There's times that we can't do exactly what they need or we can at least guide them in the right direction. But for the most part, you know, it's not a heavy lift to help patch a few potholes or whatever, you know, Bunker Hill or wherever it might be. Same with the senior center. Yeah, they've asked, even all through COVID, they asked, you know, for signage or cones or whatever, and we're glad to do any of that.
Well, it shines a good light on the department anyways.
Yeah, and we do, let's face it, you know, talking some of these departments, you know, aren't very big to begin with. And, you know, we have equipment and people and, you know, I just think it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, we're moving signage for Amelia Park, where Gas and Electric asked us to help patch their lot, which we're going to do.
Yeah.
So we're constantly, you know, interdepartmentally coordinating and working together.
Yeah.
How is your manpower?
I think there might be a few open, but for the
Three
most part.
still, I believe.
Yeah.
Is it just like last month, those
Yeah.
three have not been filled?
Yeah, no, it's,
All right, Tom, you got any questions?
I don't.
Fran, Casey?
Nope.
All right. Moving on then. Mark Casati, what do you got for us tonight?
Well, similar to, I think, probably last time we spoke, projects are moving along. We're pretty much wrapped up on the Court Street multi-use trail. That will connect the Western Ave improvements of both the central and eastern phase with the downtown. The eastern phase has been advertised, and the state should be awarding or should be issuing a notice to proceed in June. We are diligently working with the Commonwealth on the Columbia Greenway and its improvements. There are issues with the Elm Street Bridge. There's issues with the Main Street Bridge. The Elm Street Bridge in particular, there's additional work identified that will be delaying its completion. So we're probably looking at late summer, early fall, if everything goes expeditiously. Anyways, the trail is moving along and they're making some progress, and we're looking forward to that anyways. We've made some, what do you call it? Some remedial cleanup of the Esplanade area so that when the two are connected, there'll be beneficial view of the Esplanade and whatever ceremonies or public participation is involved will be well received, hopefully. We are continuing to work on the Westfield River Levee multi-use trail and anticipating submitting 100% design plans in June. We had submitted for a earmark, but the Congressman Neal's office came back and asked for the match to be done locally rather than by the state. And that's like, we were asking for $6 million. That was like a $1.2 million commitment, which I was not in a position to be committing to. So we did not receive the earmark. We'll have to figure out other funding scenarios for that project. But anyways, state efforts on Southampton Road move along, as well as Route 20. And we'll start looking at some other projects coming up with the new funding that's going to be available through the American, what is it, ARP, I don't know, American Recovery, not Recovery, but whatever it is, the funds that were just approved, the major $1 trillion things. Apparently we'll be having some funds for sewer and water and so forth, and we'll see what can be done working with Fran and Casey and others. So looking forward to it.
Mark,
Any
so,
questions?
yes, at this time, do you think it would be prudent with all of this lush money just coming down the turnpike to be setting up a priority list of places that the money should go to now? You know what I mean? When we do get the money.
Yes.
You know, you already have a list prepared and stuff that goes through the city council and the mayor, to everything is approved by their stalwart thinking.
So we just had a meeting with the mayor today relative to those monies, and his directive was that we work on a list of projects to be considered for the funding.
All right, that's good.
Now, when I say we, I mean myself, Casey, and Fran.
Far be it to me to complain, but I'm an old cranky old man. The beginning of the month, I was going to the doctors, and I took the turnpike. I took the left-hand turn. You know where I was? In front of the gas station to get onto the turnpike, and this was 7:35 in the morning. It only took me 6 minutes or so to get up the hill and onto the turnpike. Well, I said, Mother of God, I could have brought a sleeping bag and a sandwich. I couldn't get over how bad that's the worst I've ever seen it, Mark. I might be halfway up the hill trying to get it. That time I was stopped in front of the gas station in the line to get on the turnpike. And while I'm at it, tonight, my wife and I were out and we were in the far left-hand turn on East Main Street to make a U-turn by the Home Depot lights. 4 times that light spun before it allowed the arrow to go into Home Depot. Now, I don't know who I complained about that, but since you're here, let me, you have good ears, let me throw that to you. And doctors have patience, I don't. So I went and I says, the lane was open, I cut across 3 lanes, made a U-turn in Dunkin' Donuts, and my wife is having a nervous breakdown. Said, why don't you just wait? And I says, the three cycles through all the rest of the lights, but that arrow did not turn into Home Depot until I was in front of Dunkin' Donuts, like she said I would be if I stayed there. But that's my complaining for the night. Tommy, you got any for Mark? Other than congratulate him on the great job.
Well, wait,
No, I have no traffic problems to blame on Mark.
Mr. Chairman, I do appreciate your remarks, and I would welcome you to send me an email relative to those, and I will forward those to the appropriate parties, okay? That is a state highway, as you know. Those are state traffic signals, but they should be made aware of the issues that are going on, and I'd be happy to do that if you would be so kind as to send me an email. As far as, so if I understand, you had concerns with the Route 20 at Home Depot traffic signal, take a left turn. You
Yeah.
also mentioned, though, the turnpike. Sounded to me like you were saying that it was working very well.
Well, I'm just saying that the cars were backed up, but that light that there is on so long and cars just speed across to get on the turnpike, it moves fairly progressively, all right? But as I say, when I was shocked, when I turned the corner off of Notre Dame and I said, you know what, there was a truck that was in front of me going up the hill, and I says, impatient me, I'll go around him and get in front of him because he'll be slow. I start to make the turn around him, and I see the cars backed all the way up the hill. And I says, well, it'd be more prudent for me to get behind this guy. But as I say, you know, somebody with more patience wouldn't mind it. But it was about 6 minutes or so by the time I stopped until I got onto the turnpike itself. But that light there, whoever got it set up there, they let a lot of cars go through with one swipe.
Yes. Okay. So again, if you want to send me that as well, that's again a state highway traffic signal. There are certainly known issues with the interchange intersection, and we are working with the Mass DOT to try to resolve the congestion there. But certainly your comments would be well received.
Well, hopefully they'll get a giggle out of it in Boston when they read it, when they're over their coffee, when they're talking about it. Any other items to be brought before us tonight? Questions, comments? Seeing none, do I hear a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
All in favor? Aye. Oh, off the record, since we closed things